Hello everyone, Darkid here, and today I'm going to show you a cool build that I just thought up, which involves redstone lamps, chests, and some random redstone involving the new comparator. Not so new, but I'm newly getting acquainted with it. So the materials we need for this build are right on the hotbar, and that won't be changing because I'm in creative. So let's get started. Good thing to note is that you can't place these lamps on top of the chest. They actually count as being solid. Oops, doing that wrong. So immediately you can see I'm taking input from these chests, and what I'm going to do with that input is I'm going to run it straight into some redstone, back down into these lamps. These have to be separated by a block so it doesn't power both lamps. So this is taking the amount of items in the chest, evaluating it, and then sending out a signal and putting it into there, depending on how many items it sees. But that doesn't actually do anything yet, because any amount of items, if I put like a single block in there, it powers it. That's not useful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a strength to this. So this one's going to get full strength, and the other one is going to get a reduced strength. I believe the strength is 7, whereas that would be 15, 7. And now, what is very neat about this is that if I take these bows, bows are great. I can stack them in creative, but they don't stack in a chest. So these each count as a full stack, technically. And it's now powered. It's half full. If I take one bow out, it's no longer half full. Half full. And what's even better is, since I have 2 lamps, if I fill it all the way up, it's now full. Both lights. If I take one bow out, it's not full. Put it back in again, it's full. And what's even better about this design is it's actually stackable. That's why I have 6 lamps and 6 chests. I'm about to show you this. I can place these here, and what I can do is I can mimic the design I had there. I don't think I actually need 14. I think it's only 12 redstone comparators. Sorry. Oops. And I can just mimic this, and maybe you see where this is going, maybe you don't. But the great thing about this setup is that I can put a torch here, I can put a redstone dot there, and then I can actually just connect these, and it'll work just fine. And that's it. Each of these chests is acting together. The power levels are just uniform, or the uniform. This is going to be the same as that, and these are going to be the same. And this just stacks every 3. It's very compact in that regard. You could stack it vertically too. It would be a little bit trickier. You have to be more careful about where these cords go. And of course, due to this layout, you could probably only stack it 1 more unit up. And as I mentioned, that will prevent you from opening the chest. So just be aware of that. But probably if you put a little layer, actually definitely if you put a layer, and did this, and then put this up here, you could rebuild a very similar setup. I think you would have to be a little bit careful about positioning here, but you could build a very similar setup, and set up the chest here. That being said, 5 units up in the air is not exactly easy to reach. Anyway, so the requirements for this build are very visibly 6 lamps, 6 chests, though of course that scales down. You need 4 comparators per chest, though if you feel really cheap, you can actually do away with one of them. It won't actually matter. I like, for symmetry's sake, to have both. So you need 3, then, comparators. The redstone is pretty negligible. I believe it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 per chest. And some of that stacks, so I think it ends up being 7 per chest, but it's not a lot. And that isn't your major concern. The quartz is probably more expensive than that. Anyway, but it's a very simple system, and it means that when you've got a full chest, you don't have to go looking around. You just look at your row chest. Oh, I'm quickly trying to put something away. This is a chest for it. This chest is full. Or, oh, this chest is not empty. This chest is partially full. It's at least halfway full. And then I can put as much stuff in my inventory as I can. Oh, it'll be full. And then I can go on to the next one. And I can put more stuff in. And I don't think I have enough things in my inventory. I don't really want to test it, but actually, no. But yeah, so it's pretty straightforward. You just need to It's just a nice system wherein on one side you have a light that will light up if the chest is half full or more, and on the other side you have a light that lights up only when the chest is completely full. So it lets you at a glance figure out the storage space in your chest.